What? Really? 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 Not you! Okay, screw you, Twitch. Or screw you, OBS. I don't know what you're trying to do to me right now, but...
Not going to work, whatever you're trying to do! Scotland shall be free! From the tyrant, England! We've gone Scottish this afternoon.
That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to activate this little doohickey. Hopefully that doesn't screw up or fluff up my my thingy bob. Hope not. Please don't take too long to encode. It's not very nice. Not very nice. Right. Notification. Do a test. Woohoo! It works. Okay, let's get to that. Ah. And let's turn off that horrific looking preview screen. I don't want to see a preview screen game. Okay, so we left off here at the Dawnguard castle. I do not remember having this axe or this shield. Oh, hello. Look at those lovely jubblies. Anyway.
New recruits.
Yeah.
Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on.
If Isran knows what's good for him, he'll let me in within a second. I'm a dark elf. I'm a sadistic dark elf. It's so weird to be back in live streaming. Hello, anyone watching right now? If there is anyone watching, if I'm on my own, sad face, but hello. Thank you for watching this afternoon.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the dawn. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and
Look at this place, it's disgusting. Giant hole in the roof. What kind of fool does this?
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilants, everyone, they're all dead.
Really?
You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that
Now this I've forgotten her name. And we have to level up. I completely forgot about that. What's my own character's name? This is terrible. How do we... Right, let's level up first. So, health shall be next. Tavarni, that's it. So Tavarni doesn't really care that all of the Vigilants died. She doesn't like the Vigilants. Being sadistic, she kind of likes vampires and necromancers, despite the fact her parents were evil people who are also necromancers. She's still drawn to that sort of aspect of dark magic. Can't explain, she can't explain why, considering her parents are necromancers and they tried to, well, they locked her up in her room for 18 years, but I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those sort of weird reversal things. We could get one-armed free, but we're working on sneak as well, aren't we? Let's go for another sneak.
I tried to warn all of you.
Why is he repeating the same lines? Oh, Skyrim, you troll.
right? We were wrong.
So who are you?
Isn't that enough for you?
What do you want?
Here to kill vampires. Vampires. I went to look at my microphone, thus realising that there is no... That'd be a good thing to have a webcam sitting on top of my microphone. That won't be a bad idea once I get a portable webcam, which I probably never will, because why would I pay stupid amount of money for a webcam when there's already one built in my laptop? I don't know!
I just started rebuilding the order.
I really should be drinking coffee, it's warm, and my room's hot enough as it is. What can I do to help you?
I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires.
Do I look like a grunt? Do I look like a grunt?
Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in.
Really?
Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks.
Oh.
Tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, go on, I'm listening.
Brother vault was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind.
So I could probably walk away and he'll still talk. So we're being rude. So despite the fact walking away, not listening to the guy at all, being utterly rude, Tavarni still heard him and knows exactly where to go. Oh, Skyrim, don't you just love this game? Hey zombie! Welcome to the street, Zombie Suicide 010101. It's the freaking robotic code from Futurama! But not much, just playing a bit Skyrim, really hot. Not like, you know, hello hot, but like coffee hot, because I've been drinking coffee. And I should play Bioshock Infinite. I'm afraid I don't have that game. But maybe in the future I shall get it, and maybe in the future I shall live stream it. But I'm afraid until now, I don't have it. Oh, clam. Clam meat. That just... No, I will not. My mind is in the gutter, but I'm sorry. Clam meat. Clam meat. So, I've already been around this area on another character, so I do know where bits are, but basically Tavarni right now, she's just kind of checking out what the Dawnguard have got, what kind of facilities they have, what kind of armaments, you know, and she's going to raid them. She's going to take everything she finds here and sell it, because like I said in the last live stream, she doesn't care. Yeah, in her mind, everyone's out for themselves, so that's exactly what she's going to do. Why am I saying high so much? Because I am high. Took some cannabis earlier and it was woo! No, I don't know, it's just like, it's a, I guess it's a habit of mine to say hi a lot. I have a habit of saying thank you and sorry a lot as well. So it's sort of a trait I've picked up from family members. I like how there's salt in every single barrel. It's very realistic, because obviously back before they had freezers, they had to use salt to keep meat from going out of date, basically, or going off. And I love that a wicker basket just hurt me and took away 1 HP. Cruel wicker basket, I shall take my pain out on you! And of course, this game being so realistic, the basket remains completely solid, because that's Skyrim for you. Piping high, eh? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, my apologies. The reason I do that is because if you've noticed, Zombie, on the actual stream, like your like everyone's posts will come up on the stream in front of the game, and if I don't say hi enough times, then basically, say I didn't say hi at all and you messaged, it wouldn't come up on the screen because it's weird like that. So yeah, I've picked a certain portion of the chat room, and only messages that are in that portion will show up on the stream. So I have to say hi a lot so that you can actually see, so that when people start commenting, obviously it shows their messages up, and yeah, they're not neglected, as it were. So that's kind of why, that is the mystery behind the hires. The hires. But my cannabis story still stands. So we have the buckets here. Don't even want to know what they're for. I have not seen a toilet in this place yet, so I think we can all imagine what they're for. And we have some glowy mushrooms. Glowy mushrooms that, if we ever go into a Falmer place, even though Tavarni has not much knowledge of the Falmer. Obviously, she's only been in Skyrim for a little while now, so she has no idea what the Falmer are. But when she... Doggies! Hello, Bran. Hey, Shlong? Shlail? Xiao Long? Scalang? I don't know what your name is, but you're very obedient, aren't you? Can't use you, which is a shame, but... I love their armor. I almost feel like I could, like, jump on top of him. Giddy up, doggy! Giddy up! Yah! Ha! Can we do it? Can we sort of glitch into him and, like, play horsey? That's a bit wrong, but no, apparently we can't, so we won't be playing horsey anytime soon. Yeah, it's just so everyone's messages show up, whoever comments first, basically. So we're just raiding the Dawnguard tower because we can. They have things here that Tavarni might need. She literally doesn't care if these are like much needed supplies. Like he said, take whatever you need, so that's what she's doing. She's taking what she needs. He said to. Can't go back on his word now. I mean, we're a new recruit. We might need some items. He has just said we have to go and take the fight to the vampires. Vampires are very deadly. We must take all the items we can. That's our excuse. What really disappoints me about this DLC is the Dawnguard DLC, that is that it's just... I'm going to take that because Tavarni's a little bit kinky as well. But it's just... Oh, I'll take that as well. It's just not as immersive as I hoped it would be. The campaign doesn't last very long. You could get through it in half a day, probably. Not only that, but the vampire side of things, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun that you could actually finally play a fully fledged vampire made by Molag Bal, and not just a weedy vampire like contracting vampiris sanguine or whatever it is from like what they called like pure an impure vampire. But this DLC just it sucks. And the one thing, I won't try and spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen this DLC. For those that are watching, even if it's just you, Zombie, I won't try and spoil it. But the lack of different endings on this DLC very much upsets me. I think Bethesda really missed a good opportunity to finally let the player be a proper bad guy. And finally, and like bring about some great change in like the Skyrim world. Like they could have really thrown things in the air and like really completely changed Skyrim. And I don't think it would have taken that much effort to actually do what basically what should happen. Say there was a bad guy option for this DLC. But Bethesda being lazy just wanted to make money, of course, because that's just the Bethesda for you. So screw you, Bethesda. Up yours. I am not impressed with you. I swear if you screw up the next Elder Scrolls, I will not be impressed whatsoever. Here's hoping Fallout 4 is good, but to be honest, I just want another Elder Scrolls. Like, I like Fallout, don't get me wrong, but honestly, it's just... I mean, how many times can you show the apocalypse? How many times can you show a nuclear fallout apocalypse? Like, honestly, there's only so many iterations. Whereas with Elder Scrolls, it's like they have so much there's so much untapped potential. You have all of these different lands we have yet to see in 3D. I mean, even the ones that we've already seen, like in past games, like you have like. I haven't played the older Elder Scrolls games, but you have all of those games where they're all in 2D basically. And you just imagine what they'd look like in 3D now the technology they have at their hands. There's just so much untapped potential when it comes to Elder Scrolls. But with Fallout, it's just like, okay, yeah, it's basically another apocalypse land. Here's some guns, here's some same old characters you've seen before, same old bad guys. It just gets kind of tedious. So I'm hoping the next Fallout sort of shakes things up a bit, you know, make it a little bit more, whoa, dude, this is totally radical, man. You know, sort of like that. And I think I keep saying you know, but that's a habit. I'm sure everyone's got one of those words where you constantly say it. I think you know is mine. You know, oh you know, Jerry, Jerry, the lovable bugger. Right, those are good, so we're going to wear them. And we can finally get rid of our Imperial clothing, which Tavarni was hoping to do so because she doesn't like the Imperials or the Stormcloaks. She's not a fan of either of them, especially the Imperials because they kind of like got down on their knees and said, "Oh yes, we love you all, Merry Dominion." She finds that very like disappointing that that's what they did. Because it doesn't look like, to her, it doesn't look like the Imperials are actually trying to fight back at the old Merry Dominion or have like a secret plan. Like, it just looks like they're kind of accepting that they're now the lower empire. The lower empire in, like, the world of Elder Scrolls, like Tamriel, which, kind of upset me, really. What upsets me the most is how, like, the whole Old Merry Dominion storyline, that, to be honest, is 10 times more interesting than the Dragon storyline in this game. The whole Dragonborn storyline is so tediously boring, so quick to get through. Honestly, I played it and I was not impressed, especially with the last boss battle. That's just like, really? Really, Bethesda? That's how you're going to end it? That's how it's going to be? Just no. But you have this awesome storyline about the Aldmeri Dominion. These guys, like this Aldmeri Dominion that brought down the Imperials. Like the Imperial Empire, they managed to bring them to their knees. And they didn't bring out any DLC, and they didn't bring out any conclusion to that. It's just irritating. What would have been nice if they'd made DLC where you actually go back in time and you have to fight the Aldmeri Dominion, like when they were actually, like you go back to Oblivion. Like, I mean, you go back to Cyrodiil and you're having to fight the Aldmeri Dominion, and then it like goes back to your character in Skyrim, and it's all about trying to get rid of their plot or something like. Or you have to go to like Elsewhere. I think it's Elsewhere where the High Elves live. I can't remember where the High Elves live, but you have to go to there and you have to sort of take down their government or something. Like, they just left it hanging, and it's irritating. Like, even if it is going to be in the next game, and that's assuming that the next Elder Scrolls isn't going to be like 300 years in the future like Skyrim was. Like, you could have at least given the player something. You know, don't just leave it hanging there. Because the Aldmeri Dominion in this game were far more interesting than the whole dragon storyline, like the Dragonborn thing. Just bleh. Honestly, just bleh. Bleh. Just wasn't my kind of thing. You know? Like, I mean, it's cool, dragons, but they didn't execute it very well, in my opinion. Okay, we have a bad guy over here. What's going on over here? Any chance to kill, Tavarni will take it. The vampire! Well, it's our job to kill vampires after all. And now Tavarni knows about Molag Bal and how he... Vigilant? Oh.
Well met, friend.
I've never seen a vigilant vampire hunter. That's a new one. That's a new kind of we are actually wearing vampire armor, I believe. Oh, what's that one? What's that? That's a good ring. Nice, pickpocket. Whenever... No, wait. Hold on, did I just get rid of another ring for all that? I did. I think the archery one is going to be more our thing, so... you're welcome, I guess. Now, oh wow, she killed these guys too? No, I thought they were vampire hounds, but they weren't. Disappointing. But what was I going to say? But I hope this isn't too dark for the stream. Like, if this is too dark, I do apologise. No, it's watchable. It's watchable. Just checking. We have to check these things, you know? If we don't check these things, then you don't know, do you? Don't know what I'm going on about now. I'm talking utter dribble. But Tavarni does know that, being sadistic as she is, once she actually... during the time she spent in her room, those long years that she was shut up in her room by her parents, she did read a lot of dark books that she'd managed to sneak out into her room from her parents' room. And she read about Molag Bal and the fact that he actually created the vampires. He was the one that made them. And that he made... that there was basically two different distinctions between them. Whoa. That's a very docile deer. Okay, now it's running away from me. Hello. I shall call you Bambi, and I shall watch your mother get shot. I don't think I've seen the film Bambi before. Anyway, she knows that there's two different distinctions between the vampires. You have the pure vampires that basically the vampires that were created by Molag Bal, like literally he was the one that made them. And then you have the impure ones where, much like the one we just killed, where they're sort of like half-blooded vampires. They're not like the real McCoy. But, and she has no liking... go away, Riftengard. Don't even talk to us. But she has no liking for the impure, but if she ever came across a pure-blooded vampire, then she would be kind of tempted to ask to be bitten, because to be a pure-blooded vampire is... something ever since she was younger and she was reading those books about Molag Bal, the whole thought of being a vampire was very attractive to her. But obviously being a pure-blooded vampire, not a half-blooded disgrace, as it were. A mongrel. So we have to go to here, and Morphal is the closest one, so... I do love how, like, these carriages can take you everywhere, but you can only find them at certain cities, as they like to call them. I'm sorry, these cities, compared to Oblivion's, I swear, they are very disappointing. I think we just missed some enemies there. That was lucky. That was lucky. Very lucky. But they will have stained my axe with their blood. Vladimir, prepare the minigun. Not sure what I'm going on about here, but oh wow, it's very snowy here in Morphal. But yes, as I was saying, the cities in this game compared to Oblivion are really disappointing. Like the only one I feel, the only two, the only one that holds up to me is Solitude. Like literally, that kind of is kind of similar. But all of the other ones, like all of the cities in this game compared to those in Oblivion, they pale in comparison. Like the Oblivion cities, there's so much, they feel so much bigger, so much more like a proper city. And then you look at the ones in Skyrim and you just think, could they just not be bothered to make a few more buildings, to add a few more NPCs? Was it that difficult? Like, I still don't understand why they don't do like full scale cities, like proper ridiculously big cities, like full of houses, full of loads of different people. I still don't understand why they haven't done that yet. Surely they'd be able to. I just feel Bethesda's getting a little bit lazy, in my opinion. Even with Fallout. I mean, Fallout, they can get away with it because it's like an apocalyptic land, so you don't expect every building... I mean, you don't expect giant places to be in place. Pardon the repetition there, but like with Elder Scrolls, I just expect there to be a city bigger than yay big. Like we have Morphal here. Morphal probably like takes up that much room on the map. Like here, this is probably Morphal, just this little circle. I'd like to see Morphal take up this. Like, it seriously should take up a lot of room. Like, you should have these big cities and then the wilderness. You shouldn't just have these minute cities and then wilderness central, because at the end of the day, just like Fallout, the wilderness in Skyrim can get pretty tedious. Like, literally, it looks nice, but it kind of doesn't have much else other than a few walls and trees. Like, why not just make a big city that's really immersive that people can like explore, and there's like have like sewers and like have hidden houses and like little places, little nook and crannies, that you can find, and like have very unique NPCs. Like you come across like a murderer or something, and then you kill him. But obviously, the quest doesn't pop up. Oh, you killed him! Congratulations! Go see Bloody Blah. Even though you haven't seen Bloody Blah before, but they'll give you a reward. Stuff like that. They could make it so much more immersive, and I don't feel they're limited by what they can do. I mean, I don't feel they're limited by the technology. I think they're limited by the fact that all they care about is money making. Like, honestly, I swear they could have made Skyrim so much grander than it was. Like, this is a very disappointing attempt at an Elder Scrolls game. And Oblivion, yeah, I am going to do this. I am going to do the jump-in thing. We should be able to walk up this. Like, this is ludicrous that you can't walk up this. Although, I guess in real life you wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I'm sure you'd be able to climb up this. Like, I don't know why they don't have, like, a climbing skill or something. That'd be pretty cool. Like, you can climb up trees, and you can, like, pick up bugs for like alchemy or something. Like, just little things like that. Surely that's you can accomplish that. But all of these big gaming companies now, all they care about is the do-re-mi, and it's just the games are really suffering for it. And eventually, even the idiotic, ignorant fans that buy the games anyway, even though they're really crappy, will give up on buying them. I just hope that Bethesda kind of take the head out their ass and just like realise that they've got to like knuckle down and really focus on quality over their do-re-mi. Anyway, so we've managed to reach Dim Hollow Crypt, and this is an interesting sign. Tavarni Tavarni is seeing a lowly torch, and there's no reason for this torch to be here. But clearly people have... there's definitely people here, so... She's going to sneak in here. She doesn't want to get caught by whoever's watching. Or whoever's in this cave, whoever's watching. Whoever's watching out there, you're a stalker. It's really creepy. Please stop it now. La 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 la. It's like a sing-song. It's like a sing-song hour or something. Don't know what's going on. Okay, now, Barney doesn't know what's down here, but she's assuming there's some vampires, so she's...
Vigilance
Oh,
never
oh.
know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well then. Jedon and Bresoth were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserve what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another Vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
And I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
You wouldn't dare. Now shut up and keep on watch.
I love the voice actors for a lot of the vampires. They're really good, even though some of them are obviously the same voice actors that did voices in Skyrim. I feel like they did a much better voice acting job on this DLC than the actual game itself. Like there's one vampire that we'll come across later who I love her voice, and that's the only character she seems to voice, which I really like. It's nice that they have individual voice actors for main characters. Like it'd be nicer than just reusing that same voice actor over and over again. Now this bit makes me laugh. So you have these two vampires right here that survived, and they're sort of going, they were so weak like the other vampires. Now in a minute we're going to look at the vampires that died, and it's just one of those moments where you're like, how, why, that doesn't make sense. I'll show you in a minute once we oh.
Something's not right.
No, I killed your buddy. Come on, round the corner. Come round the corner. Come round the... Oh, sugar, it's the dog.
I'll find you.
Alright, we kind of want to kill the dog because they're stronger. Yeah! I'm sorry, what are you talking about, you little vampire? Don't get in the way of Tavarni. She is one evil woman. Oh, that's nice. That's handy. We'll take that. We'll leave you naked. Really? We're over encumbered? Wow. Okay. We don't need that anymore. We kind of... I was going to save that for an enchanting table, but we'll drop it. It's not like it's a big dent. Anything else we can drop? We don't need iron ingots because this is not a smithing character. So I don't understand what's... Excuse me. Right, we'll get rid of that bow. Because we have two bow sparks that aren't getting any action. We're keeping that, obviously, because we want to disenchant that. That's for disenchanting. Okay, I'm kind of seeing where all of the... I can kind of see now where all of the... Why did I pick that up? Yeah, where all of the wet... Whoa! I love how much noise they make. I think that's hilarious. Anyway, so we have a vampire and a vampire fledgling, okay? And they're saying how these two vampires that are dead here were weak. Okay, this is a vampire, and this is a vampire master. So you're telling me that he died fighting this guy, but the weaker vampires didn't, and then the weaker vampires said that this vampire was stupidly weak anyway? He's a master vampire. It makes no sense. I don't understand how that makes any sense. Does that irritate anyone else? The fact that... I just don't like that. It's silly. And oh, that looks really good. We're going to have to take that and disenchant that. And that as well. And I pulled out my earbud and I don't know why. That's irritating for me. But anyway, let's try and find a way to open this gate. So those vampires are no match for Tavarni. She's not very phased by them. Oh, another disenchanted, another item to disenchant. Lots of enchanted items here. This is good. We want to get our enchanting skill up quite high because enchanting is very potent in this game. I do like it. However, it's kind of crappy. You can't make your own enchantments anymore or your own spells. I kind of liked that aspect in Oblivion. It was a lot more role-playing like, but I don't know. I do feel that Skyrim was a little too oversimplified. But not dumbed down, but just too oversimplistic. It was too simplistic. Too simplistic for mass or for it looks like they were trying to get a mass audience for this game. And you should just focus on the audience that love this game. You shouldn't just focus on those you know, for the big. I think it's better to focus on the audience that are loyal to your game than just to try and bring in the casual audience. Like, if the casual audience don't like this game, then screw them. All of these gaming companies, they all just seem to be trying to get as many people to buy their games. And by doing that, they make the game too simplistic. They really bring down the quality. Just make the game for the people that love the game. Like, that love the series. Don't make it for people that have never played the series before. You want people to come to this series and play it the way that the people that are already fans of the series played it. You know, if they don't like it, fine, it's not for them. If they do, then good. You know, you've got more fans. But don't make it too simplistic and don't make it for a mass appeal. Because when you actually bring out a game that is, you know, true to what the game used to be, the mass appeal audience might not even like it. And you're going to lose out on money. And it just comes back in your face, basically. But that, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. Bethesda, just... Anyway, we have an enchanting table, which I totally did not know was here. But now we can disenchant some things, so we're going to get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and... No, we need that because we're wearing that right now. Curse you, game. So what have we got that we don't need? Sanctified sword, the hammer, the apprentice robes. Alright, let's just get rid of them because they're now unnecessary weights that we do not need. We do not need them now. It's a shame. I thought I was going to get a little bit more disenchantment going on there, but I'm not going to keep any of these weapons that are still enchanted because they're just no use to me. I could sell them, but we'll keep that one. But Tavarni doesn't really care about gold. She's not someone that idolizes money. Oh, another vampire. Now, it's the dogs. It's the dogs that you mostly want to watch out for. In my opinion, the dogs pose the highest threat. Oh dear! Oh dear! This is not good. Have we got any health potions? We've got a damage health potion, but we have a potion of healing. That's not going to be enough. There we go. These vampires are certainly tough opponents, that's for sure. But Tavarni likes this. She likes a little bit of a challenge. Doesn't want things to be too easy for her. Okay, what's down here then? Just 2 potions. I always found this a little bit suspicious. I thought it was a bit of a... Okay, if I pick up those potions, clearly something's going to go down. But nope. I'm not mistaken. That is just... should we do this anyway? Pretty sure this is a Draugr. We'll lie in wait for him. We'll get the jump on him as it were. Come on. Okay. Very quietly. I'm gonna sneak over to him very quietly. You do not know we're here. Oh, right in the face, just the way Tavarni likes it. Of course, you could say that Tavarni is obviously using the axe, but I can't decide how I kill the creatures in that really irritating cinematic kill. I wish you could turn that off. That's one thing I really hate about Skyrim, this stupid cinematic kills thing. We are not opening that up. But this stupid cinematic kills thing, I wish you could turn it off because it is very irritating. it's cool the first couple times, but it's just a gimmick that stupid games like Call of Duty use. I swear they were trying to get some Call of Duty crowd into this game. It's not worth sneaking right now. They're going to see us anyway, so let's just take out these skeletons. We have contracted sanguis. This roach is going to kill me. Only enough we have another health potion left, so I do love some of their death noises. It's just you can feel their pain, which is a little sadistic. No, I was actually being sarcastic though. Some of these like death sounds, some of these like death noises, like they're just really over exaggerated. If anything, they're comedic. Hey, Mr. Blackity, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining this evening. I hope you enjoy it. It's been a while since I've streamed, so apologies for... I could have streamed a couple of days ago, but I've just not been feeling up to streaming. But tonight I was like, I must stream. And I must stream Skyrim nonetheless, because Skyrim is... I've really been getting into Skyrim lately, so... What's this? For 60 seconds, opponents get too close, take 8 seconds of damage. Oh, okay. Into Destin.
What's that?
Oh. You can't see us. Yeah. Is that another one? Oh, good God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Thank you for following me, Blaze Phoe'Nix 617. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up. That's a bit kinky. Okay, I was really hoping not to alert this vampire down here. Oh, no, okay. No, you heard nothing. You heard nothing. Our sneak level is just not high enough. Yeah, okay, as long as we can take out one, that's okay. I really hate these death hounds. Mostly because of they're sort of like when you hit them, you lose stamina. I shall level up and miraculously gain lots of health. What are we going to go for this time? Huh. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go for magic this time. We can't go for another stealth yet, so that sucks, but oh well. It's really tempting to go for another one-handed. Kind of do need the power there. What's this one? No. Potions you mix 25% magnitude. Well, we're not going to see our potions level at 50 anytime soon, so I think I'm going to go for light armor, actually. It's probably better. Yeah, I mean, who? Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't go? You've killed me. Like, it really. What's the word I'm looking for? Overreactive or over the top death noises. Like, couldn't you like slapped the voice actor so they made like a ow? What's I don't know, something like a little bit more realistic. And I missed you too, Mr. Blackity. I missed you too. The heart! It's probably a bit creepy, but oh, okay, then that really sucks, Mr. Blackity. Well, it's okay, I'll be streaming Skyrim quite a few times, so you can watch all of the future ones. Die, vampire lady. You shall not defeat me. I love how this is another Skyrim issue. It says +2 at the bottom, which is technically supposed to mean, oh yes, it's better than the weapon you're holding right now. But how can it be when the current weapon I have is 20 points? Really, Bethesda? What? I just don't know what to say. The amount of issues this game has, and that really doesn't need them. Like, Bethesda, stop half-assing your games How about you actually try and complete a game fully? Don't try and be like Obsidian Studios. They ruin enough games. They ruined Fallout New Vegas. Try not to be like them, because I'm telling you right now, if you become like them, I am not going to buy your games anymore. And that's that. Oh yeah, now look at that. That elven armor. I love the elven armor. I love it. That just looks so cool. And even like the breastplate, like even like the spherical aspects, they're really like, you know, top notch. You know, it's perfectly crafted. And I love the armor. No matter, like, I love the armor in this game just fits you like that. Like, you don't need a specific armor. You can wear any type of armor. Doesn't matter if you're a girl, you're a boy. It works pretty well. Now, if I'm lucky, this spider will kill him. I don't know if I'd rather fight the vampire or the spider. Because to be honest, that spider is a little bit daunting. But, oh well. We have to fight the spider now. Sometimes the vampire's one. I don't know if that... I like that it's, like, random. Okay, right. If we can sneak over to this spider, we're going to get double the damage. Very gently. Okay, this isn't Shelob size, but this is a pretty damn big spider. I don't like the way the spiders look in this game, actually. Ah! Yeah! 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 That's not what Tavarni would do. Tavarni actually loves creatures like this. You know what, I actually was quite disappointed there wasn't a queen spider in this game. Like in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, you have the queen ant, which is pretty damn freaking awesome. Like, they could have had a queen spider. Like, they should have had a cave dedicated to spiders. Like, loads! This huge-ass cave. And there's, like, spiders everywhere. And it just would have been so cool. Like, and then you had the queen spider who was, like, laying eggs. Like, she literally lays eggs. Like, she's just laying there, the eggs. And if you kill her, she stops laying eggs. And just, like, it would be really cool. And, like, if you come back, like, a couple of weeks later in game time, and, like, there's a new queen, like, she was one of the children, but she's smaller because she's only been there for a couple of weeks. Like, she's a young queen. Just be so cool. Like, silly things like that would really make the game so much cooler. And that, actually, that's true, Skillex. I guess they are more like tarantulas, aren't they? And again, tarantulas are a type of arachnid, type of spider. I hope that made you feel better attacking that gargoyle.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves
He
with...
knew nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place.
He served his purpose.
Us to bring Harkon the prize. And we will not return without it.
Arkle. I wonder who that is.
Wait for me after
This place is rather creepy looking. Tavarni loves it though. Tavarni loves this gargoyle. She likes how these gargoyles look. She's sort of looking at him like, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful to me. It's beautiful. So who did they kill? Like who was this? As a vigilant. I guess they decided to take his top off because they thought he looked sexy without it. I don't know. I'm not getting the whole sexy vibe from this guy, but these vampires, they're sick. Sexual torture. Like, what's wrong with them? So let's have a look here. How many have we got? We got one there, one there. Okay, we better save. Safety save! Ding 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 ding. Always must do a safety save, and I swear that was a voice crack. Is it lagging for you?
You may speed again today.
Oh sugar. Oh, they found me. According to the software I'm using, there's no frame rate issues, and the internet. Ah! Get away from me, you creepy vampire, you! We Scottish don't like the vampires! I do apologise to anyone Scottish watching. Not trying to be offensive, obviously. I swear. So we have a scroll. If I'm not mistaken, we have a scroll, which is Scroll of Fire. Which will be very handy against this guy. Burn in hell, vampire! If nobody knows, in Skyrim, vampires are really affected by fire, which I guess makes sense. I don't know. See, now, vampires, like, I want to be a writer, basically. That's the career choice that I want to, that's what I want to be. I want to be a writer. Obviously, that sort of thing takes time to get into, if at all, like, if I'm lucky. Like, because that's a job that's kind of hard to get into sometimes, depending on your writing style. But, like, if I was to ever write a vampire story, I tell you, I would go right away from all of the cliche vampire stuff. I'd make the most outrageous vampires ever. Like, completely change them up. Like, I'd seriously completely just like, ah! Ouch. That looks painful. I love how Tavarni just pulls her hand up. It's like, yeah, it's only a giant spike. I've only got a hole through my hand now, which I can see through, which is kind of cool. Nice thinking there, Bethesda. Yeah, we'll just have like a giant spike come through their hand, and of course their character would be like, yeah, that's nothing. There's nothing at all, really. I mean, my face was cut by an axe earlier, and I'm still alive, so... Oh, realism. Don't need it in Elder Scrolls games. What are you talking about? So Tavarni has no idea what's going on here, other than the fact that she just got her hand spiked. Like, she can tell this is some sort of puzzle, but she really doesn't know what on earth the vampires are trying to get. What could be? What could be? Well, what this could unlock. For all she knows, it's going to sort of like unlock some ancient vampire bloodlord or something. She has no idea, but she's curious. She's curious. These vampires are a little different from the scraggy, impure ones she's come across, so she's quite curious as to what secrets they're hiding. And the fact that she can walk through fire! Oh wow. I felt it needed some sort of angelic noise. What on earth is... Like, she's kind of... She doesn't know what activate. I'm gonna touch the... Whoa! What? It's a woman! What on earth? Okay. Tavarni's a little bit confused.
Who sent you here?
However, Tavarni is quite taken by this lady. And by that I mean she finds her quite attractive. Who you expected?
I was expecting someone like me, at least.
So, Tavarni's curious, so she's going to ask the question that anyone would ask. Are you a...
Vampire. Yes.
Oh, I knew it! So she's not going to talk about the Dawnguard. If anything, Tavarni couldn't care less about the Dawnguard. The only reason she joins the Dawnguard was the chance to find a pure vampire breed, like a breed of vampire, like a vampire that's actually pure, created by Molag Bal. She's, like I said, she read about them when she was younger, when she was stuck up in her room, and she's just pure. Like she's basically using the Dawnguard to try and find a Molag Bal vampire.
That's complicated.
Oh,
I'm not
let's
totally
get
sure if I can
comfortable.
trust you.
Ouch!
But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family.
Ouch! Ouch! Trying to get comfortable here and it's not working. So Tavarni is willing to... Usually Tavarni wouldn't aid anyone, but
I guess they still do.
she's finding this feminine vampire rather... She's finding this female vampire very attractive, and she quite likes her already, so... Without further ado, let's get moving. Now, she said... Serana said family home to Tavarni there, so Tavarni's just like... Family home. Could there be more of them? Could this be what she's been looking for? Like, are these the vampires that... these are not the droids you're looking for. It's a bit of a Star Wars geekiness going on there. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if Tavarni's come across these things before, but she doesn't like the look of these two nasty boys. They look a little bit tough. So she's being a bit cautious, though it seems as though Serana isn't about being cautious. Serana prefers to like get you killed. Serana would much prefer to get us killed, it seems. Serana, you do know like that I can die. Oh, we have mammoth cheese bowls. That's cool. We'll just eat all these. Okay, we have a fire scroll, so we're just gonna use this. And that looks like we hurt Serana more than the gargoyles. No, we did a lot of damage. Poor Serana though. We basically fried Serana. She's turned into like a deep fat fried vampire. And despite the fact, obviously, Tavarni is not a smithing cat. What? What? You mad? Come on, Serana, stop laying around. Let's go. Whew. Good thing we had that scroll. Good thing Tavarni had the scroll. Because that could have been a tough fight if we did not have that. See, now those scrolls do come in handy. If you can remember that you have scrolls, they can come in handy. I don't think we have any more though. What do we have in the scroll section? Banished Daedra. Yeah, we're really not going to come across many Daedra in this game. I don't understand why they made scrolls like that. There are literally like no Daedra in this game. There's very small instances where you come across Daedra, so it's kind of a bit of a head scratcher really. Oh. More undead. Kill them all! Luckily enough, they're just lowly Draugrs. Nothing to be afraid of. Again, Tavarni really, you know, she's not worried about Draugr. They're just old dead Nords, and old dead Nords really don't pose a risk to her. She, you know, she's not the biggest fan of Nords, but old dead Nords, they're if anything, they're less scary than the real Nords because, yeah, I don't know, because real Nords and their intelligence factor, it's not exactly very high, so that's what makes them scary. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something and I didn't. Well, it failed. Shush. Yeah, well, he was giving me some weird vibes because he's doing this. He's like doing the he was doing the voodoo thing. It's like I'm gonna curse you, bro. I was like, I don't think so, bro. Dead. Yeah, that I don't know what was going on with that skeleton. Unless that maybe he was blind and he was trying to read Braille, trying to read my face, maybe. Just like, you know, just like I just want to touch your face. Dead. And hello there, I Pure XX Murder. Welcome to the stream, thank you for joining, I hope you enjoy it, and all the skellies must die. Yes, they must die. And thank you for following me, I Pure XX Murder, I really do appreciate that means a lot to me, thank you. Awesome. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up, yes. Serana, do you just like to, like, bring attention to yourself or something? Are you one of those attention-seeking vampires? You know, like the ones out of Twilight and they have to glow in the sun? Make them look all pretty. I have no words for Twilight, honestly. Oh, at this rate, the skeleton's going to see me anyway, so. Die, skeleton. Are you gonna give me the voodoo look too? Are ya? Chump? Chump?
Down here, I'm a little woozy, but it might just be from waking up.
I don't know. Why are you asking me? Do I look like a doctor, Serana? Do I look like a doctor? Yeah. Maybe yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something there, but then I kind of run out of words. So, oh, there's one left. Okay, right now let's try and be like ninjas. Okay, let's try to be stealthy. No going at it alone or trying to attention. Oh, you. If it's not you, Serana, it's your bloody undead creation. Yeah, I'll take the damage. You just stand back, Serana. I'll take pain for your ignorance. Ah, I can't. You feel weaker as the sun rises? What? Oh dear, I think we contracted a vampire. Oh no. Oh no. Have we got any potions to cure disease? Like, Tavarni does not want this impure vampire disease. Like, no. She's not having it. Yeah, we got rid of it. Kill Serana, please! Kill the ignorant one first! Why? Why must you attack? What? Oh, you did not. You did not just do that. Oh, you're gonna pay for that, boy. Or maybe not, because I have no health. I have no health potions. I have no health potions. I'm so dead. Yeah. So, not only did he... Right, we're getting attacked here by... Right, let's pick up that. That's our weapon. So, where's our shield? Like, did he blow that away too? Or... Yes, he did. Great. Now I have to go hunting for my bloody shield. Thanks a lot, undead creature. Oh, what's this? Crap. Calms less powerful opponents. Will it work on this guy? I don't think that works. Nope, that didn't work. Maybe we can do it on the skeleton so he stops shooting us. Calm down. Nope, no, he still wants to kill me. Okay, that's not what I really wanted, but okay. Two can play at the archery game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Dude, this is totally like not cool. This is why you must buy potions and maybe oh, good point, Mr. Blaggerly. I do have some food to eat. I have mammoth cheese bowls. I've completely forgot about them. I don't particularly want to eat a raw rabbit's leg. I don't really want salmonella, even though you get that from chicken, but I don't care. I don't care. It's raw meat. Yeah, take that. Take that, undead boy. Come on. Actually, we have a crossbow. We should abuse the power of our crossbow. Because, yep, it has even more damage than our enchanted bow. Oh, Serana, just go away. You cause more trouble than you do helpfulness. That's not really a word, for lack of a better word. I do like the crossbows, but they honestly should have been in the original game. Like, they shouldn't have been an add-on. Don't you run away from me. Oh, come on! My terrible aiming. You git! Where did that go? Just stop it! Stop disarming me! Finally. Okay, good. Right, get rid of the angelic music, please, game. I no longer want to hear it. Now we have to try and search for the shield and the bow. Ah. Curse you, game! Luckily enough, I believe I picked up some torches. Game, please, shut up. This angelic music is irritating. Right, anyway. Let's try and... Right, he shot... Right, where's my crossbow? Where is my... Game! Don't do this to me, game! Tavarni, where's your... did I just walk over it? Have you seen my crossbow, Serana? Oh, you're not going to help, are you? In fact, you get me into more danger than is necessary, Serana. Like, you're just lucky, you look pretty. But you just look... Where's my goddamn crossbow? Is it down here? Where did you... Ah! Right, let's find my shield first, actually. Let's try and find the shield. So, we were standing around here when he shot it off, so... Logic dictates it should be on the stairwell. Or close to the stairwell? Oh, I do hope we find it. Like, I want my shield back. What's behind... Oh! Oh! Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. Snow snares. Snares. An axe of draining, yeah. Doesn't make up for me losing my shield, though. I want my shield and crossbow back, but... Right, we were definitely here. We were definitely here. Yeah, it definitely was a troll. It was a troll moment for Serana. Serana is being a bit of a troll. Like, I wouldn't, like, stop holding your mouth like that, Serana. It looks like you're ready to receive. Okay? I'm just saying. Just saying. And, yes, you must play Phoe'Nix. You must play Skyrim with me. And hopefully Serana is not going to be a troll for you. I want my shield back. I want my shield. Like, where is my shield? It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. I bet you, thanks to Skyrim's really ridiculous gravity physics, it like shot all the way up there and got stuck in a rock. Like up there. Like, how hard can it be to find a Falmer shield? The thing's like ridiculously huge. Stop following me. Stop following me. Is it in here? No, it's not in the bush. Okay, let's just check. Let's just make sure it wasn't, Oh, I'll be back, everyone. My apologies for my dog barking. I shall be back. I'll take 2 seconds. Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's just... Wow, it's a lot darker, isn't it, on the... We apologise for that. I've just realised it's a lot darker in this room for you guys than it is for me, so let's just get the torch back out. So, the whole time I had my shield, I feel really stupid now. There's me having to go at you, Serana, but I mean, at the end of the day, you deserved it, okay? I'm not going to apologise because you deserved it. Right, let's find this crossbow. Oh, which is right there. Okay, good, good. Tavarni has no idea what this is, and she doesn't like it. So, she's going to continue on. She's going to move on. Let's get the shield back out. Be prepared. Actually, let's get the torch back out for you guys. Until we get into any fighting, I'll keep the shield. I'll keep the shield out, but yeah. I'll keep the torch out. What I don't know what I'm talking about now. It's completely confused. I don't know. You asked me, Serana. Is everything all right? This relationship. It's early days, Serana. I'm already beginning to hate you. Okay. Don't cross your arms. Don't get moody. It's the truth. Okay. Yeah. Walk away. Walk away. Typical thing. Some messages don't show up after you write them. Do you mean in the stream, Mr. Blackity, or do you mean like just in Twitch chat altogether? I don't really use the chat a lot, like literally, so I have no idea if there's an issue with it. I know that they're going to be doing maintenance on Twitch later on today, but I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. Maybe that's why they're doing maintenance. Hopefully they can fix some issues. Hopefully. But I have no idea, I'm afraid. I have no idea.
It's so good to breathe again. Even in this weather, it's better than the cave.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that information. Can we move on now? Starting from the beginning. Oh, okay. I seem to have left Xbox notifications on. Whoops, my bad. Starting from the beginning, no Blaze. That's I like recreating characters. It's so much fun to restart the game. Yeah, that's what I like about the torch. Like you can use it to burn enemies. Yeah, I always enjoy restarting my character, but on Skyrim it just doesn't have the same oomph as it does in Oblivion. Like in Oblivion, when you start a new character, you have to decide all these different things. You know, you have to decide what their major skills are going to be and all of that. In Skyrim, it's just kind of less enjoyable. Much more fun to create a new character in Oblivion, in my opinion. There are some bandits here, but Tavarni wants to know what this stone is. So now I don't know if it's better to have a shield or to have like this torch out, because I kind of like burning enemies. Oh! Fall down. What is this? The Lord Stone. Those under the sign of the Lord are more resistant to both... No. I'm not looking for that one. I'm looking for a particular stone. Probably the best stone in my opinion, which is the stone that allows all of your skills to level up quicker. And once we... Tavarni read about the Ethereum Wars when she was in the Dawnguard building. So she will be trying to search for the Ethereum. She's very interested in that. So if anyone's done that quest before, once we get the Ethereum thing, I'm going to be making the helmet one. And then we're going to have... we're going to choose one of the main 3 stones. Obviously the magic, thief and fighting. And then we're going to also get that stone that gives you... that allows all skills to level up quicker. Because then we'll be beastly. We'll level up in no time. It appears in the chat but doesn't appear in the stream. Really? Odd. Maybe your message is too big and it's skipping it. I only have a very small portion of the chat actually showing. I do apologise for that, Mr. Blackady, if it's something to do with the software or something like that. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often. If it happens again, just tell me and I'll make it a bit bigger, or I'll allow more posts to be shown. Jumping down the hill. Anyone else like climbing down these hills like unrealistic manner? I love it when you're on top of like one of those giant mountains and you slowly scale your way down. And if you did that in real life, you'd probably die. But where have we got to go exactly? We have to... Oh my word, we have quite a ways to travel, don't we? But I think Tavarni's just going to have to make it there on foot, because there's no carriage in Morphall for some reason, despite the fact the carriage took us there. Nice one, Bethesda. Nice one. Oh, it lagged for a little bit there. I don't know why.
Sorley and I are just here.
You didn't, what do you mean there, Blaze? You mean when you bought the game, you didn't actually play it? Like, are you mad? I think the minute I got Skyrim, I just opened it up and started playing it like that. When there's a game that I'm really dying to play, I usually just open it and play it instantly and spend, like, way too much time on it, basically. Ah, okay then, Mr. Blackady, thank you. Sorry that it's being a bugger. I do apologise for that. But thank you for copy and pasting. I do apologise that you have to do that. Hopefully it'll correct itself. Otherwise I'll fiddle about a bit and try and fix it. So we got a long way to travel. Tavarni's got quite a ways to travel. And she's realised that she might want to stop off in Morphall because she has no healing potions. And it was touch and go in that vampire cave for a little while, especially when she came up against those Draugr, thanks to Serana, who has no concept of stealth. Now I could Mr. Blackady, that's true. However, I'm somewhat role-playing this character. I'm sure if you've noticed I'm talking about her in the third person like a narrator. and it wouldn't be very realistic if she fast travelled everywhere. So I'm not going to be fast travelling. She'll either have to travel to where there is a carriage and then be able to use it, or she'll just have to walk to places. Fast travel kind of kills the whole role-playing bit, kind of makes it less realistic. So that's why I'm not going to be fast travelling when I play Skyrim. I do like fast travel. It's nice to fast travel sometimes, but a lot of the time I actually don't now. Like even when I'm just playing normally, I don't fast travel all that often because potions, just what Tavarni was looking for. But I don't fast travel a lot myself because it kind of like fast traveling just kind of makes the game a little bit boring. It's much cooler when you have to walk or you have to walk to somewhere. Because like you find all these different things that you wouldn't have found, like you come across lots of different creatures and all that you wouldn't have found otherwise. So I don't really fast travel anymore outside of streaming or recording. So Tavarni has a few new ingredients that she needs to try out and see what each one does. I really do hate it when you have one... a human heart. Oh, charming. That must have been really tasty. We'll say that Tavarni cooked that first. She had it for, like, dinner. I don't know, steak and kidney human heart pie or something. Actually, it sounds kind of appealing. Sounds kind of yummy. Oh, we don't want to steal. Oh, awesome Blaze! I love Final Fantasy 13. That is one of my most favourite Final Fantasy games. I love that series. I still have to get Lightning Returns actually. I'm probably going to order that soon because it's quite cheap on Amazon now. I was waiting for the price to go down. But I love Final Fantasy 13. Awesome series. Good damage health, just what we wanted to make. I didn't know River Betties could be used for damage and health. What does that do? And if we do that, health regenerates. Okay, right. Let's make some health regeneration potions first. We got a restore health potion? Yep, we do. Nice. What does that do? Fortify health as well. Nice. Good combination. And then we just spam everything. Oh no, shouldn't have done that. Should have used these. Resist frost. Okay, that did not look like a restore. That looked like a poison. Or was that just me? That looked like a red bottle. A green bottle, which usually means poison, doesn't it? I do find it weird that, like, I like how the bad potions are green and positive ones are red. But why on earth Magicka ones, like, specifically blue? Like, why are they the only ones that are blue? Like, why can't you just make them red? I don't, doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Oh, that's just me. Don't worry, Mr. Blaggedy. I did. Okay, Serana is suddenly the shop assistant. Apparently, can I buy some potions, please, Serana? Did you just suddenly get a job here or something? Like, what's going on? But yeah, when I first played Oblivion, Mr. Blaggedy, I didn't know that there was anything called fast travel. I literally walked everywhere as well. And on Oblivion, when I first played Oblivion, it seemed to take forever. Like I used to just follow the pathway. I never went across the lands and like searched everywhere, so it always felt like it took forever. Even though if I'd have went to all of the different castles, you know, obviously it would have been much more enjoyable. But oh well, I was a bit of a noob, I guess. Right, let's look at our sneak skill. Yeah, that's true, Blaze. Final Fantasy 15 will be coming out soon. It's a shame they're not going to bring it out on Xbox 360 as well. I feel like they're gonna miss out on some potential, like a lot of potential money right there. If they brought it out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 as well, I think they'd make a lot more money. But it's a shame. I'm not going to get an Xbox One or PlayStation 4 for at least a couple of years because I just don't feel the need to have one. There's just not enough games out for them, and they're really not groundbreaking. If anything, actually, everyone, for those that are watching, especially those of you that are my regular viewers or those that plan to be regular viewers, I do plan on building a desktop PC hopefully soon once I have the funding. So. And I should have the funding for it soon, so it won't be like the most epic desktop, but it should do the job, and so there should be, hopefully once I build it, don't quote me on when it'll be ready or when I build it, but once it is built, hopefully there'll be a jump in quality, in the streaming quality, and I might actually be able to stream some PC games, which I'd like to do, because there are a few PC games I'd love to be able to stream. For instance, The Settlers, if anyone's ever played The Settlers, I'd love to be able to stream that. The Settlers is a really awesome game series. So I'm going to go for Backstab. And I'm going to talk to Lammy.
And I both work hard.
Yeah, okay.
So you're interested in my potions?
I am. I love her face. I do. Her face is priceless. I love it. I love it. Yes, you don't seem to have a lot of money, do you? Oh, we're going to keep those. Look at that. Causes 40 points of damage. That is some strong potion. Right there, some good damage health potions. Right, we'll get rid of these. We'll get rid of them. And that. And that. And... No. No. Oh wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. Ah, drains targets magicka, that's a shame. We'll still probably find use for them. And we ain't got any potions that 22. Yeah, we'll just get rid of one of them, that's fine. Actually, let's see if you have any ingredients for sale. Restore health, we'll take that, even though we probably already have the one you're selling, but Tavarni is actually looking for a cure disease potion ingredients list, because the last thing she wants is to obviously be poisoned or something, and as she's not a wood elf, she obviously doesn't have a natural resistance to poisons, so she's on the lookout for a cure poison ingredients list if she doesn't come across it naturally. So, but now that we're all done, Serana, take your time, why don't you? My word. But until then, she doesn't have any. I just love this elven armor. This elven armor just, I love the elven armor. It's so cool. You know what I wish they'd do actually in these games? Instead of making like iron, like I guess it would make sense for iron armor to be obviously lower than steel armor. But when it comes to the unique armor, like orc armor and elven armor, I wish that it didn't have like a rating, like elven armor is just above steel armor, but it's not above imperial armor or something. I think that with elven armor, you should be able to like create extra pieces that make it stronger. Like I don't like the way it's sort of classed as like a metal. Because it's elvish armor, it's not like platinum armor. It's elvish. You don't know what metal it's made out of. So why is it like ranked as if it was like iron, steel, elven, You know, I just feel like elvish armor shouldn't be in the rankings, but you should be able to like add extra pieces that make it stronger. Like, I hate the way that you have to sort of just go up to Daedric, like that, or dragon armor, like dragon bone armor, because that's the best one. I want elven armor. I want to keep this really cool looking elven armor, but I want it to be as strong as dragon armor, so surely that they could just implement a system where you add extra pieces of armor that brings it up to the same armor rating. I just, little things like that would make this game so much more immersive and enjoyable. There's so much that Elder Scrolls, so much that Bethesda have missed out on this game, but they don't care. They've made their money now. They've made their money. They don't have to worry. Typical giant gaming publisher thinking right there. Oh, we've made our money. Who cares? We can abandon that game now, which they pretty much have. I doubt there's going to be any more updates for this game fixing any glitches, which also irritates me. The bloody updates. Like, they don't mind putting out a glitchy mess for a game. They don't mind selling a glitchy mess for a game because they can patch it later. They can patch it later. They don't have to worry. And oh dear, we have come across our first... Tavarni's come across her first chorus. I hate these things with a passion. I do not like these things at all. One of the most irritating creatures in this game. They can be a real pain to kill. And I'm hoping that this is a crab. It's a spider! We're getting all of the different invertebrates today. Elven bones and skin. I hope not. That'd be really creepy if that was true. That would be a little bit creepy. Like, I think that, like, if in the next Elder Scrolls they should take smithing up another level. There should be Imperial, they should have, like, types of Imperial elements, like, types of Imperial metals. Then they should have Elvish metals. They should have Orc metals, like, Khajiit metals. Like, they all come from different lands. The Khajiit come from, you know, deserts, so maybe they have, like, armour that's made of glass. You know, the Elvish people, like, I don't know, they could use very thin metals that they find in the ground, because to me, like, I guess it's a Lord of the Rings thing for me, but I just, when I look at the elves, I just imagine that they're the best at making weapons and armour. Like, it's just something that I just come to think now when I think of elves. Like, they're graceful fighters, they make these very elaborate weapons and these elaborate pieces of armor, and they're so graceful with their fighting, and they do like these sort of ninja-like moves. Like, that's what when I think of elves now, that's usually what comes across in my head. And you know, it just makes sense for elves to have like really thin armor, but it's like really strong. It's like as strong as steel, but it's incredibly light. And then like the Imperials, they have like the giant bulky armor. You know, you've got like the Orcs that have like the ridiculous, really sadistic looking armor with like the spikes or something. Like, I can see Orcs having that, and then obviously Daedric armor should just be like on a whole nother level of sadistic. Like, it'd just be so cool. Like, they really need to make all of these different races a little bit more unique, because I swear each game they're getting less and less unique. Like, the only thing that makes them more unique in this game is the way they look, compared to Oblivion, where they all looked kind of the same, but that's just my opinion. There is Elder Scrolls Online, but I don't see that as an Elder Scrolls game. I just see that as an MMO with Elder Scrolls skin. Like, it's made to look like Elder Scrolls, but it's not. I don't like the idea of an MMORPG for Elder Scrolls. It doesn't make sense to me. This game is really a heavily influenced single player experience, and like I've seen videos of the Elder Scrolls Online. It doesn't do the series justice. Bethesda wanted nothing to do with it. Like, Bethesda didn't want anything to do with it, from what I read. But I think that's just I think that's kind of a nod to say how crappy it is. Like, I believe did they publish it or something, or is it ZeniMax? Because ZeniMax owned Bethesda, I think, or ZeniMax owns the Elder Scrolls license. But I don't think Bethesda wanted anything to do with the game, and I don't blame them, because Elder Scrolls to me just doesn't come across as a good idea for an MMORPG. And at the same time, like, honestly, it doesn't look any different from World of Warcraft, or what's that other one, that really popular one, like Soulstorm, or I can't remember what it's called now, but there was this other MMORPG called like Soulstorm or something. Like, it just feels like they've just reskinned all of the World of Warcraft characters and lands to look like places from Elder Scrolls, and that's about it. Like, MMORPGs are so boring to me. They're all so similar. I think the only one I'd be interested in is probably a Final Fantasy based one, but I'm not willing to shell out a monthly payment for a bloody MMORPG. You got to be joking. I have to pay what, £40, and then I have to pay £14 a month to play online? Really? Like, haven't you already got enough money out of me? I'd rather buy a bunch of single-player RPGs and get 10 times more enjoyment out of them. And MMORPGs to me, or just MMOs in general, they just seem like they get really tedious. Like, I used to play RuneScape, like way back. I used to play RuneScape. That game got so boring. so boring after a while. Like, everything you did, every quest, it just seemed like the same thing over and over again. And I'm just so happy I never paid to be a premium member, because it just seems like a waste of money to me. Yeah. I think RuneScape was the only MMO experience I needed, really, to sort of make my opinion on MMOs and my decision never to play another one again clear. Because once you played RuneScape, I don't think you really need... I mean, obviously RuneScape is a Flash based. I think it's still Flash based. It's not obviously on a grander scale as World of Warcraft, but it's pretty damn similar. And you know, RuneScape got so boring after a while, and I can just see World of Warcraft doing the exact same thing to me. I'd play it for a little bit, and I'd be absolutely bored. I mean, I think my old friend let me play World of Warcraft, and it was fun at first, but it quickly got tedious because I was doing the same thing, and it's just not as interactive. Like on Skyrim, I hold this button, I use my axe. On World of Warcraft, I press 1, 2, and 3 to use spells, and I don't like it. No, I don't like the system. I feel like I have less control of my character. I mean, that's just my opinion. Get to play in Black Marsh. I have no idea what Black Marsh is. What is Black Marsh? By Pure, I have no idea what Black Marsh is. And yeah, yeah, it's like you said, it does look like a bad MMO, and they're all the same. They are all the same. They are all just all the same. And hey, Vipress, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry to hear that your dog's thrown up twice. I hope he's alright, or she's alright. Like, my dog's done that a few times. It's not pretty. It's not a pretty sight when they do that. Yeah. It's not nice. Especially when I do it indoors. That's the worst. Yeah. Yeah. That a wolf? Oh, Tavarni loves... any chance to kill something, she's taking it. Especially wolves. Yeah! Get up and close with the wolfie. Come on, Serana. Oh, and of course, Serana would start a fight with the giant walruses, wouldn't she? Now I've got to go and save her. Nice one, Serana. And of course, it's going to attack me now. Serana, just like... Really? She possessed a hawker? That is pretty cool. Or she didn't.
Let's move faster. The sun is...
I was about to say, if she managed to possess that, that'd be really cool, but I don't... Yeah. There needs to be more animals in Skyrim as well. There's not enough. And you know what I find really ridiculous? How you can kill a dragon really easily, but when you come across a bear poses more of a challenge than a dragon. And it's just like... Really? Who are you? Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want a dog. No. Your pet heads back home. I don't want a dog. I don't like the dogs in this game. Yeah, just no. I'm not really a fan of having characters tag along because I usually like to play stealth characters and they really screw up the whole stealth aspect. Oh, Black Marsh, yeah, the Aragonians. Oh, yeah, no, I really do agree with you there, Pure. I'd love to play in Black Marsh. Definitely Black Marsh or the High Elves, where the High Elves live. Because I can just imagine how posh and royal the High Elves would be. But Black Marsh would be so cool, especially if you could choose like how your character grows up if you choose an Argonian. Because I definitely make my my Argonian join the Shadow Scales. That'd be so cool. Cats cough up a lot of hairballs, don't they? Yeah. I accidentally... Prisoner! That's alright, I've done that myself sometimes. Wow, look. Tavarni is really taken back by the sheer size of her... Like, this is... Serana said this is her family's home, and Tavarni is just, like, gobsmacked that this is where she lives. And this is slowly but surely making it... Tavarni is thinking this could be it. Because Serana is a vampire. This is her family's home.
Fan of the sun.
This definitely looks like the kind of vampires that Tavarni has been looking for. So this is... Tavarni is getting a little excited. Her sadistic nature is... Oh yeah, it's a throbbing. It's a throbbing. It's a throbbing. They certainly do have a thing for gargoyles, don't they? Come on, Serana, let's go.
Hey, so before we get in there,
Yeah. Are you right?
I think so. And thanks for asking.
You're
I
welcome.
wanted to thank you for getting me this far, but after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping.
Married to a lizard, huh? Kinky by press. Kinky. And you were told to get out of your home? That sucks. Why? I've never had that happen to me before. Right, so Serana's told us to be quiet. Any other person that would tell Tavarni to be quiet probably get an axe to the face, but because Tavarni kind of fancies Serana, she's gonna let it slide.
Ain't much else to tell.
Good for you, sir. Good for you. I swear I've heard that voice before in another game or a film, but I just can't put a name to it. Yeah, it's just that, it's just that ridiculously huge castle over there. When do we get married? Like, when's the marriage day? Let's get married. What? Yeah, let's just get married. I can... money. No, Tavarni was not thinking about money first thing.
How dare you trespass here?
I'm not trespassing.
Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes.
Wow. I remember you from... Yes, this must be it. Tavarni's getting really excited now. Tavarni's very excited. This could be what she's been looking for.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course I was delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike.
Kinky.
Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
Now, Tavarni recognises this guy as a very... He's definitely got some power. He's a high seat of power. She's going to be respectful towards him because she's very excited about the prospect of what kind of vampire this guy might be. So
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter will have told you what we are.
You're a reclusive cannibal cult. I don't really care. No, you're you're vampires.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
So Tavarni's heart is really thumping now. Not out of nervousness, out of excitement. The oldest vampires in Skyrim. Okay, now that's surely got to mean that they were created by Molag Bal. So she is incredibly excited right now. That sucks by press. That's what happens when you trespass a house. So there must be a bit of a glitch there. Or your husband just doesn't like you, which is sad face. Yeah, I guess Serana's kind of used to being treated like a princess. I guess she is a princess after all, so I guess I'm expected. I guess she's a little bit sarky. Tavarni quite likes that though.
Not finished speaking yet.
Oh no, sorry.
I am Hark.
No, we'll skip this. We already
Just
had this bit.
centuries we lived
He's
here.
looking the wrong way. He's kind of making himself look a bit stupid right now.
My blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again.
So Tavarni is obviously not going to refuse, but she's still interested. Because we can't choose anything else. Thanks Bethesda for giving us no choices.
Then you will be prey.
I'm playing this on the Xbox 360.
I will spare your life this once.
Oh, I see, Vipress. That's really odd.
Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
Now, clearly, Tavarni has already made her choice. She's going to become a freaking vampire. She's just looking at Harkon. She knows this is the kind of vampire she's been looking for. She will not pass up the chance to become one of them.
Be still.
So she felt a very sharp pain, and then everything went dark. Just as he did that. But she's woken up and she feels so much stronger already. She can feel a change in her body, and she knows that she's become what she has longed to become after reading that book in her bedroom. All those years she spent locked up in her bedroom, just fantasizing about becoming one of these pure-blooded Marlagbal vampires. And like her fantasy has come true now, and she's in utter disbelief at the moment that she's finally become what she's always wanted to become. And I think with the Dawnguard helmet in her eyes and like that red paint, she just looks so cool right there. Like we really need to find her a Daedra helmet. She just looks so cool. I do love the way they changed how the vampires looked, made them more defined in the DLC. But Tavarni wants to go and hear from Lord Harkon now. She's arisen.
Awake at last. Good. The power is growing within you, and now you must learn to wield it.
Well, that's a good point, Mr. Blackney. But I think that I don't think like the wings literally. Like I don't think it's like literal flight. I think they use like blood magic to hover and glide across the air. But yeah, I mean, it is a bit disappointing. I think they could have made the vampires look a little bit cooler. But at the same time, I guess they're limited by the fact that it's a game, it's not a film. So you kind of got to be careful about how... I guess they had to be careful about how big the wings were in case they sort of like... were so big they were knocking all of the items off the table when they were making the game glitch. But yeah, it is kind of disappointing that like Lord Harkon doesn't have a... He should really be a lot bigger. He should look like Dracula out of Van Helsing with what's his name, Hugo Weaving. That would be so cool. She watched so much Twilight in Elder Scrolls, and now she's fat. Yeah, that's so true. She's wondering if she's going to glow in the sunlight.
The power of the ancient blood coursing through your veins.
Alright, let's talk to Harkon again. I'm ready to learn about my new powers.
With my guidance, you will become a deadly instrument, striking terror into the hearts of mortals wherever you tread. Now listen to my words and do as I instruct. The true power of the ancient blood is found in the form of the Vampire Lord. Assume the mantle of the Vampire Lord, and we will continue.
So Tavarni is not going to disrespect or be rude or impolite or ignore anything Lord Harkon says. She's very, like, this is probably, him and Serana are probably, and possibly the other vampires in this castle were the only people that might ever get respect and loyalty from Tavarni, because obviously she doesn't trust a lot of people, but Lord Harkon has given her this great gift, and she, of course, is going to be very respectful and grateful for what he has given her. So she will not be rude or anything like that to Lord Harkon, or probably none of his underlings either. I'm a little bit confused by what you mean, Vipress. I'm sorry. What children's show exactly? Oh, they said the word hell. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, hell's not exactly like hell's not exactly a bad word, is it? Like, I mean, especially since hell is a fictional thing anyway. So, yeah. Let's see if she glows. No! So now, for the first time, Tavarni is going to use her abilities and transform. And the second she does this, she just feels an overwhelming amount of power suddenly just course through her. And she feels so much more powerful. And just, it's an incredible sensation.
Your foes with your right hand. With your left hand, you can wield the power of blood magic to raise the dead. You can also call upon the powers of night to turn into a swarm of bats and reappear some distance away. Should you run out of magicka, you can descend to the ground and fight as the beasts do. Do so now, and we will continue. Good. You are weaker while on the ground, because you cannot access the blood magic. However, the night powers are still yours to command, and your claws are still formidable weapons. Over time, your powers will grow in strength, and you will find new ways to use your gifts.
So I didn't really want to interrupt Lord Harkon there, because I love his voice actor. I love his voice in this game. It's really good. It's just a shame that the vampire storyline really suffered in the DLC. Like, really suffered, in my opinion. Like, they ruined it, but I just, like, the voice actor for Lord Harkon is great. And you spell Tavarni's name, it's up there, Tavarni. And then it's Ariana is her last name, which is Ariana. A hellhound. You got a hellhound in your soup. Does it taste yummy?
There is much to learn, but if you master the powers of the Vampire Lord, few enemies will be able to stand against you. There is one last thing you must know. Slaying mortal men with your life drain grants you new night powers and blood magic. I keep a stable of thralls in the castle should you need to feed like the baser vampires to stave off the sun. That is all I have to teach you. If you wish to be reminded of these lessons, you need only ask. I have a task that will test your new powers. Good. Go and speak to Garen Marethi. Tell him it is time. He will understand.
So of course, instantly Tavarni is like Lord Harkon is almost enslaved Tavarni because he's granted her the power she's always wanted, and to be a part of this like vampire family, like she's never had a proper family, so now like she has like this weird twisted chance to be a part of this powerful family, and she will definitely try her best to impress Lord Harkon as best she can. But any task that he hands her, she will gladly do, and do as quick as possible. Now she's feeling rather hungry because being oh, sorry, did you disorgasm? But yeah, that's the second one today. Phoe'Nix, right? It's fine, Mr. Blaggedy. I was thinking the same thing. Here's hoping that one day it happens. Can you stop it, please? But Tavarni is feeling rather hungry. She is yet to have her first feed, so she is going to drink from this vampire cattle. And instantly she feels this poor, pathetic woman's blood trickle down her throat, and it's so invigorating. Tavarni is just in utter bliss right now. And she almost feels like she doesn't want to wake up. She's worried that this might be a dream. That like it's just like it's just so incredible to her. It's so overwhelming.
Lord Harkon, remember your place. Now, what is our Lord's wish?
Any task he likes. Yes, that's right. She's not afraid to get down on her hands and knees and really get out there. If you guys know what I mean.
Well, well. He wants the chalice then. You've heard of the Bloodstone Chalice?
I've never heard of it, no.
It is a rather well-kept secret. The chalice has been in Lord Harkon's possession for quite some time now. It is, when used properly, able to increase the potency of our powers. He has neglected using it for ages. If he wants it filled now, then grander things are afoot. This is good. Follow me. I'll take you to it. Lord Harkon has never cared to use the chalice, relying on his more than adequate powers until now. This is an intriguing change.
She's gonna clean the floor. Yeah, she's willing to. I mean, look at these floors; they're so dirty. Look at that rug; it's in serious need. Is that mist? Is this mist? Is this like that's mist? That's pretty cool. I like how this castle's got its own sort of mist. Trying to make a weird character. How weird are you going to go, IPO? I hope you're going to go mega weird.
Really? Indeed. She's off to...
Oh yeah, bow chicka wow wow! Well, I'm thinking Tavarni wouldn't mind. If she had to, she'd do the bow chicka wow wow for Lord Harkon. Although she'd rather do it with Serana.
And here we are. Now, this chalice needs to be filled directly from the blood spring that is the source of Redwater Den. But that's not enough. Once that's done, the blood of a powerful vampire needs to be added to it. Keep in mind that Redwater Den has fallen into, well, let's just say less reputable members of society now dwell there. It's your choice whether to attempt to deal with them or force your way through. Hurry back. You don't want to keep Lord Harkon waiting.
That's exactly what Tavarni does not wish to do, of course. She wants to impress Lord Harkon. And my friends, I like your comment. It's a fog machine. Where is the fog machine? Where is it? Is this just a Halloween party? Are you guys trolling me? So without further delay, Tavarni is going to go out and obviously do the task. However, she has seen an alchemy table, and she cannot help but just do a little bit of alchemy making, just to ensure she's prepared for her trip. She's not quite sure how long she'll be gone from the castle. She doesn't want to be gone too long, but now she has this incredible power. She wants to get out there and try it upon her enemies. She's dying to give it a try.
Life here has many advantages. Don't you agree?
I love that voice actor as well. The one who does that guy. Life here has many advantages. I don't know why, I just love that voice actor. And you know what? If anyone's played Final Fantasy XII, the guy that plays Balthier plays a number of characters in this game. He plays, notably, I've heard him the most from Imperials. And if anyone has played Final Fantasy 13 too. Noel, if anyone remembers Noel, he also plays a few. The voice actor for him does a few voices in this game as well. Most notably, the courier. So where have we got to go? Oh, incest, Mr. Blackety. How kinky of you. that sounds like a really good time, if you ask me. So Tavarni has to make her way close to Riften. So what she's going to do is she's going to make her way back to Solitude, as she saw a cart there. And from there, she's going to get a cart. She's going to travel all the way to Riften. But now she's got this incredible power. She can't help herself. She just has to try. She just has to use her power. She wants to just use this power now. Suddenly, weapons like daggers and maces, they just seem so rudimentary to her now. She has this incredible power that has been given to her by Lord Harkon. So she's weapons like daggers and such are now going to be secondary to her. Her main weapon is her own body, her own abilities as a vampire lord. And she takes no time whatsoever to re-transform. And Awesome Blaze, I'm happy you've played both of them. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard their voices in this game and be like, oh, they're from... I thought it was pretty cool because the guy that plays Balfir, I really love Balfir's voice actor. He just makes Balfir such a cool character. Like, Balfir's such a lovable character, and it's cool to finally hear him in another game because I don't think I've heard him another game before. And Tavarni has already noticed that this is an old Merry Dominion held fort, and she can't help but want to kill them because she does not like the old Merry Dominion. So she's going to take this opportunity to use her immense powers and slay every single soldier of the All Merry Dominion she can. And now you can all see the sheer power of the vampire in this game. Like literally, this is just, I love this because it's everything. Like they could have made this much more immersive, much more in depth, but it's everything you expect a vampire lord to be. Like you just expect a vampire to be really powered, like a proper vampire, and they really do it well. They do it justice. So I'm happy they didn't make it a weedy character. The only problem I have with the vampire questline is Serana. For those that don't know, if you have Serana, you can actually have Serana follow you. She is a follower. She can be a permanent follower. But every time you have Serana with you, your vampire lord powers literally go new. Like literally, as you could see there, I was taking out those guards with about 3 hits of our blood drain. It would take about 20 if Serana was with me. That's literally how much power she seizes from you. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's a glitch, if they did it on purpose, but it basically makes being a vampire lord absolutely worthless. So I will probably, despite the fact obviously Tavarni loves Serana or is beginning to get attracted to her, we won't see Serana all that much. Not for a while at least, because she really damages the whole Vampire Lord attack power. So, and that's right, Mr. Blackety, power! Unlimited power! I'm trying to do the Emperor, but it's not working, so I do apologise. But you mean put in? Don't you mean put? Daggers are now put in. From now on, we shall be calling daggers pudding. They're going to be little puddings. That's forever what the daggers shall be called. And I can just see Tavarni like nomming someone to death. That'd be so cool. The only thing that I really wish you could do in this game is actually create thralls. Like be able to bite someone and make them your thrall, like the vampire, like the lesser vampires can do in this game. Oh, I do apologise. The phone's going. There we go, someone answered it for me, but yeah, I wish you could make thralls in this game. Sadly, you can't. Like, there's only one instance you can do it, and that's for a mission, so that's a shame, but other than that, it's pretty damn awesome, and I didn't mean to bring. I have yet to play Lightning Returns Blaze. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm going to be buying it soon because it's quite cheap now. Oh, this is interesting. I've never come across this before. Oh yes, I have actually. I'm sorry. Did you just say I was dead? I beg to differ. Yeah. But no, I haven't played it yet, Blaze. But I shall be buying it soon. I might live stream it when I buy it as well because I'm gonna buy it soon because it's quite cheap on Amazon now, and I've got the funds. So I may live stream it, just like blind playthrough of it, like live stream it while I'm playing it. But I'm looking forward to getting it because I've yet to play it. I love Final Fantasy 13. Obviously, I still feel they ruins the series. Final Fantasy Lightning Returns, I wouldn't have done what they did. I still want to play it though because I love Final Fantasy 13, but yeah. Oh, we have a wolf. She's supposed to wait for us in the bedchamber, eh, Mr. Blackety? I have to agree with you there. I cannot help but agree with you. She should be laying on that bed, you know, completely stark naked, waiting for Tavarni to get home from work, you know, a long day of killing and chilling, and then they should do the nasty. That's how it should go down. A nice sleepover? Oh, what do you mean, Vampiress? I'm confused. The only time I drink warm milk is when I have a sore throat, and I usually put honey in it. I've never had, like, warm milk with, before bed, like, that. I don't know, it's just, I usually have, like, a coffee, which is kind of funny, because it kind of has a negative effect, but, I don't know, coffee, to me, doesn't make me tired, it's very strange. Coffee doesn't make me tired. It's odd. I don't know why. It just has no effect, like, I could have a cup of coffee now and I wouldn't feel any different. In fact, I probably feel just as tired. So, yeah, I don't know. And same with, like, sugar. Like, sugar. I mean, I don't eat a lot of sugar anymore anyway. I literally do not have a lot of sugar in what I eat. Like, I think the only really sugary thing I've been having lately is, like, I've been having little bits of this Easter egg. Like, the one Easter egg I got for Easter. But, I have honey, but I don't have a lot, like, I have, like, I don't know why I'm telling you guys, like, so, like, I'm going really into it, but I don't have a lot of sugar, but every time, when I do have sugar, I don't get hyper or anything, like, it's weird, I just don't have an energy boost at all. And before we go to the cart, Tavarni knows that people will probably react very negatively towards her being a vampire lord. So she is going to return to human form just before she gets to this cart, so that nobody tries to attack her. Because she can imagine that, being the ignorant people that they are, they'll probably try and attack her because they don't understand what she is. So we have to go to Riften to get to the Blood Den or what, Red Den or whatever it's called. So. Unless they sell mugfuls of blood, I don't think so, driver boy. I wish they'd have. I really feel that they could have made a way for the cart to work, like where you could actually sit in the cart and it travelled along, like in Grand Theft Auto when you can sit in the taxi, or like what's that other game where you can just like sit in the car and you can either skip it or you can watch it. In Red Dead Redemption, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, in Red Dead Redemption you can do that. In Red Dead Redemption you can sit in the cart and literally just let the driver drive. So why on earth didn't they do it in this game? Surely it would have been hard to program the cart. And it would have been so cool. And like bits where it, like, if you still come across random bad guys and you have to like get out the cart and defend it or something. Just silly little things like that make the game so much more immersive. I swear Skyrim was heavily rushed. And it's disappointing the amount of time they probably had to develop this game, and they came out with this. You can link something, Vampiress, but I'm afraid I'm not going to... Viperess, sorry. I'm so in... Tavarni, so into the vampires right now. But you can link it, but I won't be able to watch it until I get home. Oh dear, Rift Guards. Tavarni isn't going to kill any of them, despite the fact it would bring her great pleasure. Yeah. I'm going to dodge them. They're weak mortals. She can kill them anytime she likes. They're too slow to catch up with her anyway. Oh, I know, Mr. Blackity. Doesn't it make so much sense? Climbing back, we'll be off. I'm already in the back. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've just got to climb in the back again. Let me just get out and get back in. Honestly, silly, like, things like that are so immersion, like, that really breaks the immersion. Like, all of those little things, like, Bethesda really could have, I don't know, it just irritates me. I could make such a long list. This is why, like, Bethesda needs to hire gamers that are really into their games. Or at least, like, listen to them. Like, I'd be happy to sit down with someone from Bethesda and give them all of my ideas. Obviously, of course, oh no, of course the fans, the people that buy the game aren't gonna know what they want in the game. No, of course Bethesda knows what they want, of course. I don't know. Pitiful little mortals. Tavarni is definitely developing not a heavy arrogance, or she hasn't got a delusion of grandeur, but she feels incredibly powerful now. Obviously, she's intelligent, so she's not going to let all of this power go to her head because it could. She knows it could end up getting her killed. But she's just feeling so much more powerful with every person she kills in this Vampire Lord Vampire Lord form. She's getting a greater sense of awareness of how much power she has been given. Ah, the world's largest gummy worm. I've actually seen that, Viperus. That's pretty crazy. The amount of sugar that must be in that thing. Like, it'd probably be enough to give you diabetes. Or diabetes. We call it diabetes, but I've heard that Americans call it diabetes or diabetes or something. We call it diabetes over here. Yes, Tavarni. I have actually been... Tavarni does want to learn magic. If you've noticed, I have been leveling up her magic. She's very interested in conjuration, and she hopes to be able to conjure Daedra eventually, because she not only vampires, but she anything to do with like the Daedric lords, like especially Molag Bal. She loves Molag Bal, like she finds him fascinating. But she does want to eventually be able to summon Daedra, so that's the kind of magic she wants to learn. She may also learn something along the lines of, illusion, because obviously you can screw around with the minds of your enemies, which she kind of likes the sound of. But conjuration is probably the one magical ability she very much wants to learn. No, exactly, Mr. Balagady, exactly. She doesn't want to betray Serana. Hello, guard. Would you like to see my power? Fear me. Ha ha ha! Pitiful mortal. Your hope ends here, and your meaningless existence with it! If anyone can tell me what that's a quote from, I will, I'll give you a thumbs up. Look at all of these pathetic drugged souls. Easy prey for Tavarni. And oh, you're already dead. Oh, okay then. Boy, am I fun. And what's in here? Oh, this is the toilets. Charming. Just what we wanted to see. Ah, okay then. Yeah, but the amount of calories, the amount of sugar, the amount of fat in that... like, obviously, I hope that anyone that buys the world's largest gummy worm doesn't instantly want to eat it all. But, yeah. Will she ever go to the Windheld College? I'm not quite sure what kind of reservations she has on the Windheld College, because the Mages Guild, obviously the Mages Guild or the Mages Guilds that frown upon necromancy, and that's obviously something that Tavarni wants to get into. She wants to get into conjuring evil creatures, and she feels that she'd probably be limited if she went to an upstanding college of magic, because she'll probably be limited by what she can do there, because they probably don't want to summon creatures from the Daedric realm. So she probably won't go to the college just because of how uptight they are and how restrictive they are in terms of what magic you can use. So she probably won't go to the college, no. And 4,000 calories? Bloody hell, that's double the guideline daily amount. That's just crazy. I do hope nobody eats that, like nobody ate that entire thing, like all in one, because oh, they're on their way to some diabetes. Diabetes! Yeah, gonna get the diabetes. Wow, we've almost found all 4 uses for Whitecap. That's pretty cool. Right, so Swamp Fungal Pod, Spriggan Sap, Skeever Tail. I love how she's eating all these things. Like, oh, that must be so tasty, eating a Skeever Tail raw. It's just what I'd like. Skeever Tail in a bun. Bit of ketchup and you've got yourself a tasty meal right there. Dragonflies. I'm sure dragonflies taste really yummy. I'm sure they're very tasty. Can we make anything? Lingering Damage Magicka. Ravage Magicka. Restore Magicka. We'll make some more of those, even though we're not really using it. We're not really using our Magicka, but yeah. Make some of them anyway. Weakness to fire. I do love those sounds. Like, I love those sounds when you make a potion in this game. I do love those sounds. You know what I miss? Like, portable alchemy making. I really hate that they got rid of like the alchemy tools from Oblivion. Like, it was so cool to be able to like take your alchemy, like be able to make potions wherever you were. Like, again, this is just Skyrim being too simplistic. Like, the least they could have done is like have it so that the character sets up an alchemy table on a stone or something. Like, so you can make potions out in the wilderness. I hate the fact they got rid of that mechanic. I loved having all of my alchemy, my alembic and my you know, I can't remember the names for them. The Calcabis or something. I can't remember what it's called. But I loved being able to make potions on the move. Like, especially if you're like an assassin character. You know, you don't want to go into town and make poisons. You know, you want to be able to do it in the wilderness. I wish that you'd be able to make like camps as well and such. Yes, Mr. Blackety, I haven't done that yet. I should have already done that. I do apologise, but yeah, I will put the previous stream, Skyrim streams up on YouTube for you. I'll probably put one up tonight, and then I'll do the other one tomorrow. But they do take some time to obviously upload, so don't expect it to be up for a couple of hours until after the stream ends, because it does take some time to actually put up. So yeah. Take it to school. Yeah, but yeah, I bet you like chop that up into little pieces and people just like gobble it up in no time. Mix of Warfare and a chorus egg. What does that make? I have no idea what that makes. Does that make the invisibility potion? I very much want to make invisibility potions. Oh, Tavarni, she's just, every kill she makes in this Vampire Lord form just feels more and more power surging through her. It's like a constant stream of euphoria. I'm pretty sure that's the word I'm looking for. Yes, the Vampire Lord does run on Magicka. I think the Vampire Lord doubles your Magicka, but I think it has its own. Magicka. I don't think it uses your human forms. I guess you could your humanoid forms Magicka, if I'm not mistaken. Ice Wraiths. I hate Ice Wraiths. They're very irritating. Ice Wraiths are probably one of the most irritating enemies on this game. They're not exactly hard to kill, but if you're like a low-level character and you don't get those attacks in, they can really troll you. And okay, cool, yeah. The invisibility potions will come in handy because obviously, past the whole Vampire Lord, obviously Tavarni very much enjoying herself with her new vampiric powers, but she still wants to obviously learn how to be sneaky and kill people silently. So those invisibility potions will come in handy. That's for sure. But none of these people are posing much of a threat to her, are they? She's going through them like they were butter. She's definitely... Lord Harkon has given her a great power. And she's very grateful. Now she understands the pure, like, how much power Molag Bal has. Just the fact that she's always fantasized about how powerful these vampires that Molag Bal has created, and now she's getting a taste of it firsthand. She's getting to experience that. And it just makes her wonder how powerful Molag Bal is himself. Because he's a Daedric lord. He's a Daedric god, but it just, like, she can't comprehend how powerful he must be himself.
I mean, that seems easier than running a skooma den.
Thought I heard.
Pitiful, impure vampire. No! No! You bastard! Traps do nothing to a vampire lord. They mean nothing. I wish they'd have made the female vampires a little bit more distinctive. Like, all they did is give them breasts and a bit of long hair. Which is a bit disappointing. You're no match for me, Deathhound. I find it kind of weird that the vampires don't, like, understand that Tavarni is, like, the stronger version of them. Like, she's a pure vampire. Surely they'd somehow know that she was, like, the same. Or, like, she's the higher up. She's the alpha of them. Like, surely, I don't know. Wouldn't they be able to sense that or something? Or is that just me? Well, the vampires, like, you have to use third person, don't you, when you're using the vampire? Like, you cannot change it. It's always third person view. But it's not really that much of a disadvantage. I can still see everything very well. It would be cool to see this in the first person view, but I can see why it probably wouldn't be as cool, because you don't get to see your vampire lord. But yeah, I guess it would be interesting if they'd have made a first person mode for it, but I guess they got lazy. Bethesda lazy? Oh, surely you jest. No. A vampire master. Compared to me, you are nothing, you puny weakling. Impure being. Don't you mean butter? Yes. That's very true. Tavarni puts humans on her toast in the morning. That's how weak they are. That's how much of a threat they are to her. She puts them on her butter. She puts them on her toast. Her butter? The humans are the butter. Now, usually there's another vampire in that bit, but I guess not today. 1,000 bones. How charming. How lovely. How lovely. And of course we glide right across the traps because we float. The main hallway. I'm right here, fool. Am I? I don't think so. Puny mortals. I wish I could do like a puny mortal. No, see, I can't do like a female voice though. I can't do like a female version of that. Oh, we have 2 perks. I completely missed that. Right, what have we got here? Let's have a look. Right, so we got Blood Magic. That one's really terrible. Vampiric Grip. Just waste your magic up. I'm going to go for this one. Actually, I really should have gone for that one first, but oh well. Then we'll go for Night Cloak, and then we'll be working on these ones, and then after that we'll go over to these ones, because obviously we need to use that Blood Magic health drain to actually level up and get perks. And so it's not much point getting any summoning abilities or any blood magic abilities just yet, because we don't want to kill them via blood magic. We want to use our health drain so we can level up. Tavarni's vampire lord mode, basically. So yeah, exactly. Well, actually, he was walking backwards. I don't know what he was doing. Like he was like that. Like I was there, and he's going, "Where are you?" Oh, there you are. Even though seconds before he had seen me, so I don't know. These impure vampires, ugh, they're such mongrels. But Tavarni's definitely developed a sense of stature, like high. She feels she's very high now, high up above these mongrel vampires and the humans and the mortals of the world. She's looking down upon them all now, and I mean she has a lot of right to, because obviously she has got this great power that none of them possess. So she does have a right to, but at the same time she's trying not to get ahead of herself, because she knows that she still could be killed if she's not careful enough. So she's trying not to let all of this power, these great abilities go to her head. But at the same time, it's kind of hard for her not to let it, because she's killing all of these mongrel vampires very easily, and in her Vampire Lord mode, she's greatly empowered by the blood magic, so she's trying to keep a balance there. Right, we don't need that one anymore. We're going to keep that to sell. And if I'm not mistaken, we just got some elven boots, so we can get rid of the vampire boots now. Lots of rings that could do with enchanting, but not yet. We don't have any soul gems yet, so, or not ones that are worth enchanting things with. Oh, look at all of the gold! All of the gold, mine. We'll take the. Tavarni decided to take that just for read-ins. And now she's feeling kind of tired, but you know what? We're not going to sit through the bloody sleeping animation thing. Ooh, red water skooma. Have a look at this. I don't think I've ever looked at the red water skooma before. Have a look. Where is it? Oh my word! Look how many potions I've made. I really need to try and find someone to sell it to. Restore 40 stamina. There's no other effects. That's weird. I thought there'd be like a negative effect or something. Apparently not. Yes, unlimited power of the nom-noms. She shall nom everyone to death. Aha! This is exactly what she was looking for. This must be the the blood spring. And done! Lord Harkin will be pleased.
It's really too bad.
Who are these?
Fatal accident.
Oh, we saw these in the castle.
Unexpected.
Yeah, too bad. Lord Harkin's new favorite. Dead so soon after joining the family.
What?
We're just lucky I was here to return the chalice to Vingalmo, so we could make sure.
Yeah. Now, Tavarni sees what's going on here, and why these two are complaining to each other. She is taking no chances. She's just going to kill them. She is not letting them take advantage of her. So while these two mindless fools were talking and quarrelling over who takes the Bloodstone Chalice to Lord Harkin, or Harkon, should I say, she's just transformed into a Vampire Lord. Nobody's going to get the better of her, especially not some lowly vampires. Of course, she wants to impress Lord Harkin, so... But, So, she thought that, I'm not quite sure why there are two arrows. I have filled the Bloodstone Chalice. I haven't, apparently, but I did, but I didn't. Okay. But Tavarni's just kind of got an insight into what's going on at the castle. So apparently there are some people that are very opportunistic in the castle and are clearly trying to... Tainted blood of the ancients. Your vampiric drain spell absorbs... Okay. So Tavarni has just gotten a bit of a taste of what's going on at the castle. As I said, apparently there are some people that are very opportunistic there and are trying to gain Lord Harkon's favour. But obviously they were no match for her. And being able to defeat vampires that may have been there longer than her, that's just given her a boost. She's not letting herself get arrogant, but clearly she has taken to the vampire blood easily, and she's absorbed. She's using, what's the word I'm looking for? Every inch, every drop of that power that Lord Harkon gave her to the most effective she can. And she feels it's because all of those years reading the book about the pure-blooded vampire, she feels she prepared herself for something like this. She was ready. When Lord Harkon bit her, it was painful, but she was ready for that. She was expecting that. She wanted that. Whereas she imagines that maybe some of the vampires that were there probably weren't exactly prepared to give themselves away. Like, she imagines that some of them probably were forced to become vampires, and just over time they've gotten used to it or something. Whereas obviously she spent many years wanting to become a vampire after reading about them, so she sort of prepared herself, and that's why she feels that she has taken to this vampiric blood and this vampiric power very easily, and why she's so very adept at using it. Now she's finally got the Bloodstone Chalice all filled up with the vampiric blood, or the blood of the spring water or whatever it is. I don't know what that was, but it's all filled up. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! It stays right where it is. That does look pretty cool, though. That does look pretty damn cool. Bit odd that I guess this blood has like a life force of its own, but that does look pretty damn cool. And for some reason we have a bear pelt and a bowl. Other random bits of tat. That we don't need that. Or that. That or that. Or that. I guess we could keep some torches. Apparently you can't move torches. But yes, now she has the Bloodstone Chalice. She will return it to Lord Harkon. Hopefully gain his favour. It bloody weighs enough, doesn't it? And then she shall see what other tasks she has ahead of her. What other tasks he might order her to do. And all the excitement's building up in her because she can just imagine she's going to become a stronger and stronger vampire as time goes on. And she's looking forward to hopefully performing or making the vampiric race, whatever Lord Harkon is trying to accomplish, because clearly she can tell he's trying to accomplish something. And she's more than willing to aid him in doing that. She will not go against him. Now that she is a vampire, whatever Lord Harkon is trying to accomplish will clearly benefit her herself. And she is more than happy to do anything to make that a reality. Doesn't she look? She looks so damn cool here. She just looks so cool. She's awesome. Like, even though that's a Dawnguard helmet and Dawnguard are the enemy, like, she just looks awesome, especially with those eyes. But anyway, guys, I'm sure some of you are kind of getting the hint that I'm afraid the live stream is ending here.